Because of one of the videos that I did this morning after having a give and take hypertext relationship in a window, communicating between myself and another identity platform. I did some videos in the dark this morning because it was early in the morning when I first got up, and so I wanted to make. I usually, when the qualifiers and givens. I'm very mindful of this and have been ever since I was a little child. Remember, there's your journey, there's my journey. So I respect your journey because there are certain things that I've known forever, and that is the spirits are teachers. Okay? So whatever journey that you're on is the one that you're supposed to be on from which you're learning. So I don't interfere with somebody else's learning journey. I don't ever do that. If a spirit, for example, what happened with Misha, okay, and you can, in some ways, you can sort of understand sometimes guides do get assigned. Okay. Sort of like monitoring. Isn't that what we do? Cell monitoring or monitoring ourselves, what we experience in our mirror by virtue of the speed at which we're learning, which is the metabolic rate of breathing, to experience no decay. So we're experiencing the first spirit, which is eternal, absolute, pure love. So I don't remember that I put this in the videos that I talked about that identity and how I experienced the relationship that we had communicating in holographic hypertext. But what I was trying to explain to her that I share with everybody that comes through in all my videos is that when you're experiencing pure, absolute, eternal spirit of fire, you're experiencing pure light, pure, absolute, eternal life within your own heart and soul, your spirit. That is a natural spiral, which is a natural firewall that you don't even have to think about it. And that's what allows us to go into places that others don't go. That's the truth of it. Okay? So I'm a volunteer. Okay? I do not need a soul contract. Okay? I've known Mama forever. Remember, I'm like the first fire engine out of the house. Call the main operator. I am always available. Right? Which means that's a cosmic level antenna. I'll pick up the signal. I'll know. Believe me, I'll know. If you need my spirit to be there, I will get the call. And I will be there as fast as I can get there. That's the first engine out. Because of the level at which we sense is at a cosmic level. Because we get the information fast. Like immediately. Remember? Time rip technology. Boy, it didn't take long to get that message. Detecting the loss of one electron. That kind of stuff. And so this identity, I could tell is trying to protect her Shia by placing boundaries. So you got to know on the deity planes, they don't worry about boundaries. There are no dimensions and there are no densities. That's called non-self, non-existence. Nothing's happened yet. What do you want to create next? And so that's what it means is that I experience myself in a completely different way than the way that others experience who they are by the way in which they do, which is called eight path, which is a pathway, which is the pathway that we choose to learn through. So when the pathway that we're learning, which is the actual hub tones, the path, which is the spirit, which is the spiral, then you know that when you got a natural firewall, you're on fire. So you know how to light yourself on fire because you know your true identity. Born out of the first volcano. Eternal spirit of fire, which is pure, eternal, absolute love. That's a purifier. Okay? And you cannot get through that firewall. You just burn up. That's what happens. That's why security is based on purity, which is the core encryption code of your nuclear blast furnace. How much fire you got in there? Keep stoking that fire. So that means you know how to stoke your fire on the inside. Your inner eartha, the core of this planet. Remember, Mama? We got to kick it in gear. Spinning in the right direction. Right? Bringing a resuscitation line in. That kind of stuff. And so I always have deep honor and respect for whatever boundaries or limitations that any individual that is on a journey. I naturally respect that because there's a reason why they're experiencing what they're experiencing, right? Because that's the journey that they're on, so I respect their journey. And I understand why that is, right? And so that's why I'm an open book. I share everything that I still have access to because I'm in transmutation mode. Because not everything I experience, I want to re-experience, right? Now we're back into the broken record, the broken circuits, the broken recorder, broken sound record, going over and over and over again. Repeating patterns of the same crapola, right? Of trauma. Fallen states of consciousness. Trying to put the fragments back together that have been shattered crystals. Right? Recovering. Right? The original template. You know, vibration and frequencies. So when you're experiencing eternal, absolute, pure love through your heart, right, then your heart has a firewall that's in effect. That shield is up. So I know through experience, the most powerful shield we have is our heart. That's why that's target numero uno. That's what they go after. Just split the heart in half, which is to split the apple in half, which is to split the electric and the proton so that you don't experience being whole. Shatter you in half so you don't experience perfect balance in the orbital spin rate of an atom. So that's why we had to rebuild. Mama and Papa. It's like putting Humpty Dumpty back together on the wall because it fell off the wall. Oh, so like the cell wall. Yeah. Breaking cell walls. Slow your metabolic speed down.